The kids are anxious about swimming. I know they're looking forward to it. I know they want to compete. I know they also don't know where they're at, and so they're struggling with all of that. Do I expect best times? No. Do they expect best times? I hope not. But we'll first time for most of them racing in almost exactly a year. So I mean, we're kind of lucky with swimming, and we're in a better environment than some other sports. Unfortunately, it's swimming, so for us, training is I think a little different than everybody else. I think the workload that we have to do in comparison to some other teams, absolutely, it's different, and it appears different when they don't see everybody doing everything all the time, and particularly with the smaller groups and having less time to be able to work with everybody. I don't think everybody else is doing full work either. So that's been kind of a grind for some of them. But ultimately, the people who are doing doing the work, taking care of it, are also going to be the ones who prepare themselves better for next year. So that's one of the things that we've tried to talk about and focus on, is like, this is not just for this year. This is for your sophomore year, your junior year, your senior year. Trying to build on all of that. I'd say we don't focus on upperclassmen to do that. I think that's something where we're trying to get everybody to understand they are a leader within the program. If they see something that needs to be addressed, then they need to use their voice and talk about it and discuss it. And it doesn't matter if it's COVID or somebody making an inappropriate comment, or something that I say that they don't understand. They need to they need to address that right away. And think that's I think we're getting closer to all being able to be open and transparent with that. Um, I think the swimmers um, get the fact that we're better off when we're all communicating and working together on the same page and doing stuff. We've taken out practice time for some things to make certain that we all understand where everybody's at, and this kind of goes into the mental health side of stuff with all of this too. You know, People make comments because they're frustrated or tired or whatever it is, or don't understand what's going on, and that just leads to them not being able to show up, or not being able to practice at the level that they want to. Um, so yeah, it's all trying to figure out how to work together, and I don't think it matters if you're really don't think it matters if you're a senior, or junior, sophomore, or freshman. I mean, you know, talking to recruits, that's probably one of the things that I want to figure out very specifically, is, are they willing to use their voice? Are they willing to say what they need to say, regardless, on day one, because that's how we're going to be better. I mean, that's what we're doing this for. At least I hope that's what we're doing this for. Is it should always be fun. Um, while I don't wish this upon anybody, I really wish we could get through it with everybody else. But I still enjoy being here. I still love being at practice. I still love coaching. I think, I mean, not think. I know we've had some people that have questioned, the worth of doing this, and people that have left the program because, why am I doing this? It just isn't fun. So, that's fine, but I never want to do anything that I'm not having fun with, and so we've tried to make some adjustments with practices, still get the work in, but really is having fun, and then being able to figure out how to have fun at a dual meet, and then be able to translate that to whatever big meet that we end up doing, this year, next year, whatever it is, and understand it's really the same process, and just because we're there beside some other teams that are national national level teams, doesn't mean that we still aren't there to compete on our level and do what we're doing right now. We'll work to get faster. We'll work to do what we need to do. But if we're not enjoying it, then I'm not certain you're going to make my life miserable, and I don't need that. Yeah, so for like incoming, Zach and Mackenzie, probably the two um, strongest swimmers that we have. We've got Emma Hellman as well as a diver, so she transferred in, which is great. I mean, she's really talented. Um, but those three will probably be the ones that um, I think post the fastest times and do some stuff like that. Zach's looked really good this morning. Mackenzie's been really good, and I'm really happy with what they've done. And Evan, again, as a freshman, doesn't have a whole lot of background, but just real positive, trying to put the team first and make certain everything he's doing has that in mind, whether that's him cracking a joke at an appropriate time or just making certain that he's there and everybody can see that he's working as hard as he can. No, I mean it'll be interesting. I trying to make it as normal as possible, but we'll see how they react to it. So.